I love your style.
Thank you for trying.
This is beautiful. What's your name?
My name's Alex.
Lovely to meet you, Alex.
Have a superb day.
Don't give up. Don't stop. Anything that looks dead can come back to life if the right sacrifice is put to it.
Days of modest lifestyle for clerics may be long gone with the advent of technology advancement, which has bettered what we now know and call social media. Social media dawned a new era of communication and lifestyle where people share glimpses of their seemingly successful and prosperous lives. At this point, it is important to emphasize that while some persons who showcase affluence and wealth on social media may be wealthy in real life, most others are not anywhere near success gates. In this mini documentary, I want to bring you the lifestyle of controversial Nigerian-born UK Pastor Tobi Adegboyega.
Fully out today, it's going to be a beautiful day, London City.
Tobi Adegboyega parades a list of luxurious cars ranging from Lamborghini to Ferrari, Royce Cullinan, Brabus, and a long list of other state-of-the-art automobiles. Chances are that many who have known him came across him, via social media, where he showcases his affluent lifestyle and luxury, all the time. Tobi Adegboyega is a Nigerian pastor based in the United Kingdom. His image is riddled with endless scandals, including a couple of alleged cases of culpability in multiple alleged adultery scandals and much more.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Hi, good afternoon, good morning, and happy Easter.
You would recall that Pastor Tobi's name was vigorously mentioned in the messy paternity scandal between Nigeria's international footballer Kayode Olarenwaju and his wife Ezinne Okoro. To learn more about Pastor Tobi Adegboyega, I beckon on you to be calm and watch this video to the end. Now, this is the part where I tell you, to not get carried away with all the fun, but subscribe to this channel and also activate the bell notification sign beside the subscribe button so you'll be notified whenever we post new videos. Tobi Adegboyega is from the southern part of Nigeria. He was born on the 11th of November 1980 to Pastor and Mrs. C. Adegboyega in Songo, Ibadan, which also happens to be his state of origin. Tobi is a Nigerian pastor based in the United Kingdom, and he is the founder of Salvation Proclaimers Anointed Church, also known as Spark Nation. Spark Nation is a UK-based Pentecostal church. He is currently married to his wife of 10 years, Tosin Otedola. The couple tied the knot on August 2011, and both of them are currently living in the United Kingdom with their children. Tobi Adegboyega is the younger brother to Deport, who is also a resident minister at Spark Nation, and cousin to the British Nigerian actor John Boyega. Pastor Tobi's ministry or ministerial career started in 2008 in the UK, 3 years after he had moved from Nigeria to London. Before leaving Nigeria, he trained actually as a lawyer and hoped that he was going to get a doctorate. However, he says that the dream of becoming a minister overpowered the quest for a doctorate degree. He also revealed that before he was called forth to become a pastor, that he dealt with addictions to hard drugs and many other. He also involved himself in many other vices.
I love the black community forever. You're the leader. Thank you.
And his past antecedents, according to him, are what inspired the focus of his church today. Because he's actually reaching out to a whole lot of people who were into so many vices. He once said that before relocating abroad, that he started as a pastor under Prophet Samson Ayorinde. Pastor Samson Ayorinde is the general overseer of the World Evangelism Bible Church, Webby, where Pastor Tobi also served under him before leaving the ministry to set up his Spark Nation in the year 2008. Pastor Tobi once said that he started his church upon realizing that he had a calling to fulfill his desire to help people. Initially, the focus of Spark Nation was to help black people in London who were criminals and gang members. His provision or his vision for Spark Nation was for it to become a beacon of hope and redemption for people who have gone astray. After too many pressure from the UK government in the year 2020, the year of COVID, Pastor Tobi stepped down as the general overseer and the lead pastor of Spark Nation, and then he handed over to Samuel Akohia and Dami Balogun, who now run the church till date. Aside from his ministerial career, he also reportedly invested heavily in cryptocurrency and a chain of African food businesses in 2016. He's also a property development person. He say he buys old and dilapidated houses and then renovates them, resells them, and makes a lot of profit. A lot of people have argued his source of income. So many things have been said about his source of income, which the UK government and a whole lot of people believe is quite suspicious. But this is just the information that we can lay our hands on at the moment.
We're still thriving. There's no catch out. We're just loving God. Young people can be on fire for God, love their community and nation build.
I'd like you to click on the the subscribe button, and also click on the bell notification sign beside the subscribe button. This is to ensure that you get notified each time we post new videos. Spark Nation was founded in 2008. A lot of people also call it the Nation family. It was started, like I said before, in 2008. It was started mainly with only 3 members. The church is currently situated in Croydon, southern London. However, no permanent location exists that is said to be the headquarters of the church, or like a meeting place. It hosts its Sunday services at very expensive hotels and conference centers across different locations in the United Kingdom. One time, Pastor Tobi encouraged criminals to come forward and drop their weapons at the altar and do away with all of their crimes. This is a ministerial method earned him heavy backlash and criticism from some aggrieved members of the general public. But today, many refer to Spark Nation as a church of bling, because of the flamboyant lifestyle of the pastors and the members. Information at our disposal at this time is that many influential people like Armstrong Martins, a former X Factor contestant, and James Edwards are also members of the Spark Nation. It is pertinent to also note at this point that when you talk about lottery, when you talk about Tobi Adegboyega, what comes next to your heart is actually the display of wealth, display of lottery.
I love the black community forever. You're the leader. Thank you.
This guy spends a whole lot of money on cars, and that's why he has a long list in a state-of-the-art automobile. Pastor Adegboyega, who is also known as the pastor of Bling, is fond of displaying all of his wealth on social media, and this is no news anymore. As a matter of fact, his lineup of cars, which sometimes gets spark some sort of controversies online. One of the cars you will find in his possession, this Mercedes-Benz G63. The G63 is one of those cars that are found amongst the wealthy persons, across the world. The car is on its own, announces the era of wealth. And Tobi Adegboyega understands this, and I think that's why he decided to include that as part of his fleets. Currently, Mercedes-Benz G63 is worth millions of naira, so you can imagine how many million or how many thousand pounds he must have splashed, to get to acquire the Mercedes-Benz G63. And it is also important to state that this man does not drive the older models of some of these cars. He tends to get the most recent editions, which are way expensive. Car that you can find among his fleet is a couple of Lamborghinis. One time on his birthday, Pastor Tobi actually showcased his Lamborghini cars, which are 6 in numbers. He showcased one on a live video with Daddy Freeze, which he shared on his YouTube page. He has 4 Lamborghini Urus. One Lamborghini Hurricane and another unidentified Lamborghini, which is also showcased. One Lamborghini costs millions of naira, so you can imagine what it means and how much it will cost to own about 6 different versions of the Lamborghini. We're talking about hundreds of millions of pounds.
The black community forever. You're the leader. Thank you. Okay, it's going to be a beautiful day, London City. Let's
go. Again, you can also find in his fleet the Royce Cullinan. Every one of us know the cost of the Royce Cullinan. Adegboyega has this Royce Cullinan. In fact, he showcased one of these Cullinan in his video with Daddy Free. He also owns a black Cullinan which is worth about $350,000. And you know what, with the exchange and conversion right now in Nigeria, you know what it means. And it is latest Range Rover Sport, which is black in color. You and I know how much it costs to own a luxurious SUV like the Range Rover, especially the latest edition of it. Again, you can find a Ferrari F8 Tributo. Pastor Tobi is one person who has that limited edition of the F8 Tributo. Ferrari only released this car for 1 year, after which the company discontinued the production of the car. As I last checked, this car sells for about $320,000 to $330,000.
Reflection, mental resilience.
Now, let's also deviate a bit from his cars, his fleet of cars. I must tell you the truth, in 1 year, when this man or this cleric actually celebrated his birthday, he sent tongues wagging, furiously with the display of a number of expensive automobiles, state of the art, top of the range. And a lot of people were very furious that a cleric, a pastor for that matter, will showcase that kind of opulence in the public space like on social media. That was why in the opening I mentioned that the days of living in obscurity or probably living a calm life for clerics may be gone. The advent of social media is kind of changing everything. Now let us forget about his cars. Let us now begin to look at the kind of house where he lives.
Good morning and blessings to you this beautiful Sunday morning. Thank you for that. You can move it. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
In 2017, Pastor Tobi bought an 8-bedroom house. 8-bedroom house in which he lives in a private estate in Soho in London. That house was valued at about £2.5 million. Pastor Tobi also has a couple of other properties across London where he provides aid for vulnerable young people. Now, this is one part where I think this man is doing quite well. He's supporting a whole lot of young people. He's raising programs from here and there, that are supporting black young people, some of whom are destitute, in the United Kingdom. He's bringing them together. He's developing programs that will help these people to improve their lives and their well-being. Let's talk about his net worth. Although there is no formal public information that talks about his net worth, in the public space. But Pastor Tobi, who is also an investor and a businessman, and true, what we realize is that his wealth is valued at a staggering amount of about £25 million. Valuation was not done by, independent valuers. So this was just a rough kind of sketch of what he's valued at or what his net worth is like. Now, if you go over the internet, a lot of people are asking some FAQ questions, like frequently asked questions about Pastor Tobi. Some of the questions that we're able to sieve out are questions like, how much is Tobi Adegboyega worth in Naira? Now, following the current black market rate and exchange rate currently, you and I know that Tobi Adegboyega is not a kid. If you do the conversion of about 25 million pounds at the moment, you and I know he's a mega millionaire, in Naira. Again, some people also ask, does Tobi Adegboyega earn from his church? On several occasions, the pastor has denied that he doesn't earn from his church. He even stated once that his church does not collect tithe. However, he once told the Financial Times that the source of his wealth is his business and not his church. All of this cannot be independently verified by me. Find this very interesting, hit a follow button or subscribe button so that you can subscribe to this channel. We have series and loads of content that are coming. Recently I just dropped the part 1 of our documentary of Uyo. It's actually the authentic documentary of Akwa Ibom State. It has not been done before. What you see is cuts, but we're giving you first-hand information about Akwa Ibom State, the land of promise. Subscribe to this channel and click on the bell notification sign beside the subscribe button so you'll be the first to get notifications when we drop new videos.